Guys, before we get started with today's episode, let me give you a brief overview of what PathMonk is all about before we jumping into the show. PathMonk is the intelligent AI for website conversions. With increasing online competition, more than 98% of all website visitors simply don't convert. So your ability to successfully show your value and support visitors throughout their buying journey separates you from the competition. So PathMonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where people are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences, like case studies, introductional videos, and much more. So stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by plus 50%. Add PathMonk to your page in seconds, let the AI do all the work, and get access to 50% more conversions with the same website traffic. Check it out on PathMonk. In today's episode of the PathMonk Presents podcast, I got an interesting guest here with me today. I'm with Sash Ghosh, and she's heading over from the folks over at OpenMetal. If you head over to OpenMetal.io, you will learn more about how they basically provide private cloud as a service and bare metal as a service. So we really want to deep dive into what this is all about, how people are using it, and also how Sash is thinking about growth for the company. So welcome to the show.
Hi, Lucas. Hi, everyone. I'm Sash Ghosh. I head growth and partnerships at OpenMetal, and I'm delighted to be here with PathMonk today.
Awesome. We really appreciate that. So give people an overview. What is OpenMetal all about in your own words?
Sure. So OpenMetal at its core is an infrastructure as a service platform. Now, in a technical context, infrastructure as a service provides virtualized physical computing resources over the internet. So it essentially offers compute, storage, networking resources on demand on a pay-as-you-go service, effectively outsourcing the management of physical servers, data center space, and network equipment. Now, usually, this type of service is associated with the large public cloud providers. What OpenMetal has done in this space is that we have built an infrastructure as a service platform that fuses the best features of a public cloud, like the on-demand delivery, the pay-as-you-go model, and the transparent pricing. But on our platform, you can deploy a full private cloud in under 45 seconds. Now, Lucas, if you look at the history of public cloud, even till a couple of years ago, before OpenMetal came onto the market, it could take weeks, even months, to work with a private cloud provider to set up a private cloud that meets your requirements and specifications. It was resource intensive in both cost and time, and prohibitive for most small and medium businesses to even consider. With our platform, the time to get a private cloud has been reduced to seconds. So you can go to our website right now, Lucas, at openmetal.io, select the base private cloud that you would like to build on, and once the hardware has been allocated to you, your private cloud is deployed and available to you within seconds. Now, you have to understand that this private cloud is basically a real set of hardware sitting in one of our data centers that is now your own cloud, where compared to the public cloud, where you might be sharing resources with other customers on that servers, this is your own set of hardware. So you have exclusive access to it with the full security and full privacy that comes with a private cloud, but immediately available to you. And Lucas, you still don't have the hassle of actually managing the hardware or the networking underneath it, because that is still taken care of by OpenMetal. So we've kind of innovated in the space to make this type of private cloud easily available to businesses of all sizes. Now, a couple more things I'd like to quickly add is that the second thing outside of this particular innovation that we have done is one of the conscious choices we made is that we built this platform on open source technology. So one of our core missions is to make really large-scale enterprise open source systems easily accessible to everyone. So for this private cloud platform, we specifically chose OpenStack and Ceph, which is, provides a lot of advantages to our customers. But to wrap up this question, OpenMetal is an open source-based infrastructure as a service platform that has fused together the best of public cloud, private cloud, and bare metal to bring cost and operational benefits to businesses of all sizes. It's even in our name. Open is for open source technology, and metal stands for the bare metal servers that are in the underlying infrastructure.
That gives a clear overview what you guys are all about. Now tell me a little bit about growth. Like, what are the channels that you guys are leveraging?
So I'd probably answer it in two parts. So one is the type of customers that we serve and why that is relevant to the question that you've asked. So for us, it's interesting, right? We are a 2-year-old startup, though we were incubated under a 25-plus-year-old hosting company called InMotion Hosting. And I've personally been on this journey for about 11 years. So we bring all our infrastructure experience and market experience to the startup. But from a marketing perspective, we really had to reevaluate and answer the ICP question, right? What's your ideal customer profile? Who is it that you serve? And who will benefit the most from your platform and services? And only then could we really go into how can we grow in this market. So what we have found is, which we kind of expected, is that we are not really targeting a particular company or industry, or that we don't serve just a particular company or industry, but it's a set of specific pain points. So one of the big pain points, I can probably give an example to make that very easy to understand, is that consider like a cloud native SaaS company, say an AI-based conversational intelligence platform that spun up years ago. And in many cases, like, Lucas, cloud native SaaS companies, when they start up and they need to make a choice for their cloud infrastructure, they usually go with public cloud, right? Like AWS, Azure, GCP, etc. Because, you can spin up a cloud in minutes and they give you thousands of dollars in credits to start with. So you can just go ahead and start your company, which makes total sense at that stage. But now fast forward to today, if it's a successful SaaS company, within 2 years' time, they have most probably already consumed all the credits and they're actually paying the public cloud bills, right? I'm coming to the growth question. I just want to build up the story here.
Oh, that's
so
good, that's good.
This is when some of them, but not all of them, realize that the public cloud bills are their biggest cost, and the costs are unpredictable, and the bills are so complex to understand and decipher that they don't know where to start optimizing. This is what we call the tipping point, which is around 10 to 20K monthly public cloud spend, where a healthy, fast-growing SaaS company starts considering how to optimize their cloud infrastructure. And they are an ideal customer for us in terms for us to be able to serve them, right? Because we can provide the best service at this point in time, where we can analyze their cloud bill, identify the workloads that would benefit to move from a private cloud platform, and then save them not only money, but also become more operationally efficient. In fact, we have customers that we have saved over 50% in cloud bills compared to what they were spending on the public cloud. And you can check out the customer stories on our website. So in terms of, where does our audience find us, or where do we find growth, or what are our top acquisition channels? One of the things is, being in startup mode, we pretty much have no outside financing, which means we have to run a very lean marketing operation. So, but at the same time, we do believe in testing out different acquisition channels to see what will stick or work for us. So we are in an experimental phase, and we have tried out different tactics like events, webinars, paid advertising, paid content, influencer programs, analyst programs, social media marketing, just to name a few. But in terms of growth, what we have found is there are 3 core pillars that currently bring in most of our audience. So one is, we are very, very focused on inbound marketing, specifically content creation and search engine optimization, right? So we push out a lot of content, blog, resource channels that range, content that ranges from educating people on OpenStack to comparing the value of public cloud providers to us, to transitioning to a private cloud, etc., to identifying how they can actually get to the tipping point, etc. So inbound marketing, content creation, and search engine optimization is very, very key to us. And we possibly obsessed to a very unhealthy degree on SEO and getting our content ranked. So that is one of our, you could say, it doesn't sound like a growth engine, but it's a very long-term strategy that we are working on in order to be able to provide value to our users, as well as bring in the right type of people, right? So that's one pillar. The second pillar is the OpenStack community. So why do we consider that as an acquisition channel and a growth engine for us? Is that, like I mentioned, Lucas, is we built our platform on open source technology like OpenStack and Ceph. So, we are very much integrated in the OpenStack community. We are part of the Open Infra Foundation. We participate in community events. We are featured on their marketplace. And going back to the first pillar about content creation and inbound marketing, we have a ton of educational content on OpenStack that really benefits the community and serves as a trust builder in our technical ability. And the third growth engine is we really believe in working with other open source providers. So we've focused on building relationships and partnerships with other providers in the open source ecosystem. And this can range from like a marketing collaboration all the way to a technical integration. And this type of partnership, frankly, brings tremendous value, not just to us, but also to our respective user bases. I hope that answered your question.
Awesome. Very good. What role does the website play in your eyes?
Interesting question. I would say that basically because, inbound marketing is one of our, like I said, one of our pillars of growth. The website is the keystone that holds all of our marketing efforts together. So we are constantly evaluating and improving the user journeys on our website to be able to provide all of the potential information that the customer or potential customer needs in order to evaluate our platform for their specific needs. Now, Lucas, cloud computing in general is a very fast-moving technology space. So this means that we're constantly updating our product descriptions, features, benefits, content that is relevant to the customer. As an example, about the recent VMware acquisition, right? So that led us to create a whole marketing strategy on content on our website that shows VMware customers how they could move from VMware to OpenStack. Also, a critical piece that we very consciously did on our website is to make both our pricing and our product really transparent and accessible to all. And what we did specifically is that we provide free trials of our private cloud platform. And this is a very SaaS model, right? Most SaaS companies providing free trials, but this is revolutionary in the private cloud world where I don't believe there is any other private cloud provider that has such a transparent process in being able to get on the platform for free and try before they buy, right? So this is, I think, one of our biggest trends on our website also in terms of client acquisition. And the other thing that our website does, what we do on our website, is our pricing is transparent. So we have something called a cloud deployment calculator that you can go in, input what type of hardware you need, what type of cloud you want to build, and the pricing is right there. This is also very kind of new to the private cloud space. Public cloud has been doing this for a long time, right? Which is why I said that our platform kind of fuses the benefits of public cloud and private cloud. Yeah, so I would say the website is very, very key for our client acquisition, not just in terms of the information that we provide, but also in terms of exposing the product and features.
Very cool. Makes sense. Now, how do you see inbound growth in that industry in general, right? You are you're an insider in that industry. Like, how does that, how does it compare? Is it like a sales-led industry, more like a inbound-led strategy? What's your take on that?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. And I will say, again, because we're in a startup phase, a lot of this we are learning on the go, especially because our model is not really out there in the market, right? Like I said, like the private cloud being able to deploy that in 45 seconds is not out there. I mean, outside of us, as far as I know, that this kind of transparent accessibility. So I will say that it's been a learning process. For now, what we are finding is that what we have done on the website is that we've created various engagement modalities because we are so focused on inbound, right? So what I mean by that is that when you go to our website, obviously you have the free try and funnel, right? But then you also have chat flows, strategic chat flows that capture intent, a number of content downloads that are primed to a specific pain point, forms to request quotes for specific hardware, easily accessible meeting schedulers. And all of this is taking the user down two different paths. One is if they want to go and try and buy, we have that funnel. But I will say a large portion of our enterprise clients right now engage with one of our, or have an engagement modality on our website. and then we are able to lead them to a salesperson in order to give them the white glove service that we're kind of proud of. So I think what we're trying to kind of, again, because it's a new concept to be able to get a private cloud like this immediately available, it's a lot of education to let people on the website know that you have these two ways of getting to the product. And I would say that right now the sales-led approach in terms of getting the user to the salesperson is probably working a lot more in our favor. Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Very good. As we're slowly getting to an end of the episode, I have some rapid fire questions for you. Are you ready for those?
Sure.
Very good. What is the last book that you read?
Deep Work by Cal Newport.
Very cool. What's the one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
We are focusing on bringing bare metal cloud as easily to the customers as private cloud.
If you would have a magic wand, what's the one single thing that you would fix for your role as a marketer?
Bring our service to the right person at the right time. I don't know how you would do that, but yes.
I mean, that's why you got the magic wand, right?
Right.
Awesome. And if today would be your very first day joining your role, any role, not necessarily the OpenMetal role, any marketing role, your first marketing role that you took, what's the one advice you would give yourself for that journey as a marketer?
So yeah, this one is a good one. So I would say everything is an experiment and over-analysis can lead to paralysis. So don't get hung up on the results if they don't go your way. Learn quickly and fall forward. And this is true even for your life in general, I would say. So yeah.
Very cool. Sash, we really appreciate that you join us today in the Pathwing Presents podcast. I want to give you the very last word. What's the one single thing that people should remember about OpenMetal if they forget anything else that we discussed today?
OpenMetal is an alternative cloud platform to the public cloud, and it brings the best of public cloud, private cloud, and bare metal under one open source platform. So try us out. It's free to try. So try us out at openmetal.io and see if we can help your business get some operational and cost benefits.
Thanks a lot for being a guest on Pathwing Presents.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure, Lucas.